Oh man. Hey guys, Anthony here, Bibles and Barbells. Um, I want to make a few comments on the debates last night. Uh, just in the gym today. A free hour this morning to come in here, clear my head. Whenever I watch something like that, I've got to clear my head of the cobwebs of all the crap that's been shoved into my ears and to what my eyes have seen. A couple comments on the debates last night. I did watch them. I think they were a fiasco. I don't think Joe Biden should have been on stage. I don't think he should be the Democrat candidate, but that's my opinion. And feel free to share yours in the description box if you want. As far as Chris Wallace is concerned, I have zero respect for Chris Wallace. I think he's a shill for the libs. And I think he proved that last night. He basically babysat Joe Biden while he cut Trump off continually. Remember, Trump has been basically his campaign from 2015 forward to now into the presidency has been a target of the media, the deep state, uninformed citizens of the United States that are brainwashed, portrayed in the media and in Hollywood. You know, they cut off a copy of his head. They stabbed him in a play in New York City, a lifelike thing of him on stage. Just in case you guys forgot, they chopped his head off on a fake guillotine after one of his addresses recently at the White House. So with all this going on over the last 4 years, fake probes, fake accusations, impeachment, hoax, COVID, coronavirus, hoax, or pandemic, if you will, set and unleashed to not only change the world, but to change the presidency, change the trajectory of our government. This is what I think. So the debates last night couldn't have been anything but, what we saw because of all that. Joe Biden doesn't have a clue. He doesn't know where he is half the time. He doesn't know what he's saying. He doesn't know. He's just a front for the people that are really going to be in charge. Right now it looks like if Joe Biden does get elected, Kamala Harris will be running things, but she reports up to Barack Obama. So it'll be another term of Barack Obama is what we'll see. And these are my observations and my beliefs. You, again, feel free to share what you want. But the debates were basically a fiasco. I mean, Trump defended himself as best he could. Chris Wallace, and it turned out just like I even told my wife before going in, they have to build up the white supremacist, this fake white supremacist narrative that they're building, or that they have been building for years, that somehow white people, white privileged people, are the cause of all the problems in America. Number one, whites are the greatest majority make up the greatest majority of people in the United States. And so we see over the course of years, they're trying to dilute the population by letting in illegals, bringing in illegals, and just setting us up for a fall, basically, is what they're doing. But last night when I kept asking my wife, I wonder when Chris Wallace is going to ask about the Antifa riots, the Black Lives Matter riots, the killings, the burnings of cities, the inaction of Democrat mayors and governors, the corruption of DAs and prosecutors, the corruption of police chiefs and those in command of police forces in these democratically controlled cities around the country. I was waiting for him to bring all that up so they could have an open discussion on it. I wanted to hear what Joe Biden had to say about it, since nobody from the left has spoken about it or addressed the situation. So instead, he comes out and asks Donald Trump, will he condemn white supremacists. And I looked around in the room that I was sitting and I said, where in the country are white supremacists burning down cities, killing people, harassing voters, tearing down Biden signs, etc.? Where is that? Somebody please tell me. If you know where it is, let me know. As far as the Proud Boys, I don't know anything about the Proud Boys, nor do I care about the Proud Boys. For all I know, they are a controlled opposition, somebody that they put in place so they could blame white people more for all of our ills and causes, similar to what they do in South Africa. I think that's how they want. This country moving forward. Talking about this Green New Deal bullshit, this climate change bullshit, the wildfires out west being started by climate change, blaming Trump for deaths, blaming Trump for all that's going on in the country right now, for the Rona. Just blaming him for all of that is absolutely ridiculous. Not addressing the real issues is what should have taken place and what didn't take place. So I do think, though, Trump made some strong points, raising some concerns about the criminality of Joe Biden's son, and Joe Biden's covering it up and or supporting that. The Democrats still haven't answered for Black Lives Matter and Antifa. Are they a terrorist organization or not? The FBI, current FBI Director Wray, again, he even said himself recently that he thinks white supremacists are the problem in the country. I just don't agree with that. So I don't know what he's talking about, or again, the narrative that's trying to be set up. I know in the back of my head what they're doing. They're trying to turn the tables, and so when people do rise up, and many of them probably will be white, because that's who make up the population of this country, white people. So when white people and then also people of all colors mixed in rise up to combat what's going on in the country, they'll say, see, we told you it was these white supremacists that were the problem with everything. It's just a narrative, a course that they're trying to get, and they're trying to poke and prod as much as they can to get a reaction, or their Kristallnacht, if you will, their Reichstag fire, so they can again turn the tables and point the finger, and all the dumb people in the country will agree with them, or most of them will, and they'll go down that path. That's what I think is going on. Addressing the massive unemployment rate wasn't done. The continual propping up of the stock market by the Fed and central banks wasn't addressed. I mean, none of that was addressed. The collapsing of the dollar, the collapsing of our economy, that wasn't addressed. So I'm not agreeing. I'm trying to be apolitical here. I do support Trump in this race, but I'm not totally, again, like I said in my last video, I don't blindly support a group or an ideology, a president, whatever, blindly. Trump has his faults. I think he's being manipulated. It may be part of the game in the end, may be part of the big dog and pony show that we're being sold here by the people really pulling the strings. So again, I don't want to step with both feet into that camp, but I will say that he did, defend himself as best he could, as much as he has been abused over the last, almost 4 years plus. The spying of the Obama campaign or the Obama administration on him was probably the biggest crime of the century that hasn't been addressed yet. And so, sum it up, the debates were a fiasco. Yes, they were. Bad moderator, in bed with the libs. Got to get a good neutral moderator that knows what the hell he's doing or she's doing, and that has an open, asks the really tough questions, and then instead of nursing Joe Biden, presses him on answering the questions that are sent to him. That won't happen. Maybe it'll happen in the vice president debates. I don't know. But so that's my 2 cents today, guys. Take care. Stay ready. Keep prepping. The country's in a free fall. There's lots of destruction that's going to take place between now, the elections, and afterwards with the counting of all the mail-in ballots and the fraud, voter fraud that's going to take place. We're in for a big winter here in this country. So don't take it lightly, and just stay ready and keep prepping. Preserve your shelter, your food, your water, add to it. Defense, self-defense, weapons, weapon systems, plans, bug out locations, surveillance. Get out there, keep your eyes open, your ears open, and be a Minuteman. That's what I'm asking everyone to do today. Be a Minuteman. Okay? God bless. Anthony signing off. Stay ready.